showtime. Welcome to the show. Are you ready?
Give me some, give me. Give me some, give me.
Is that free smoke I see?
Give me some, give me. Give me some, give me some, give me.
CJ on 32s and you rocking out with
The life of Jerry Bear, man.
The real Nova 797.
TK's Garage.
To the budget, man. If you rock with me, you need to rock with free smoke, baby.
Mess with Free Smoke Heavy.
What up, YouTube? It's your boy CashApp.
Beauty 392B.
Make sure y'all doing free smoke. Hey, man. Say, man. Hey, man. It's your boy, man. Real for real, man.
Free smoke, free smoke.
Hey, free smoke, free smoke.
And you're watching Free Smoke.
Now you're watching Free Smoke.
Free Smoke.
Free smoke. Free smoke. Free smoke. Rocking with free smoke, man. Make sure y'all subscribe. Yeah.
To the latest podcast on YouTube, Free Smoke.
Make sure y'all tune in to the free smoke family,
Free
man.
Smoke. Yeah!
Yo, we in the building, man. As y'all don't know, man, I'm your boy FaTKaT. We got Garage, modern day muscle down below. If you don't know, you're watching Free Smoke. Open audible culture. But today, as you guys know, man, Sunday, fun day, we go live every single Sunday, 7:00 p.m. Eastern, man. So if you're new to the channel, if you're new to the show, man, just know that we do this every single Sunday, sometimes on Thursdays at 7:00 p.m. Eastern. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you're in the building. Again, man, we got our boy, man, Garage Junior in the building. And of course, Modern Day Muscle down below as well. Yo, let's go ahead and get into it, man, because our guest. Oh, hey, I guess that's a good segue. Let me say that real quick. BYOD, as we always say, man, BYOD, man, bring your own drink. Whether that
I just got some water today, so what happened?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Some H2O, some
being
soda,
fancy.
some water. Oh man, what is that, bro? Oh,
What the hell is that? That shit's like
It's a refresher. It's a refresher. It's a dragon fruit refresher.
It's like he went to Starbucks and he said, "Yo, give me the fruitiest thing you got up there." You know what I'm saying?
That shit good. Nah, that shit good, bro.
like,
I'll-
yo,
I'll
put some
wallet.
more fruit, please.
Yeah.
grind up all the fruits and just put it in my cup.
Hey, man, that joint good.
But yo, man, man, water, you know what I'm saying? Water, soda, you know what I'm saying? H2O, I just said that, but adult beverage, Kool-Aid, it don't matter, man. Just BYOD, man. Bring your drink, bring your popcorn, you know what I'm saying? Come rock out with us for this hour and a half, man. Lately we've been going 2.5 hours or so. We've been spazzing out lately, but you know what I'm saying? We try to keep it around an hour and a half or so. But sometimes, man, these conversations, man, they just be getting better and better and better. And you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, man, you just gotta keep it going, man. It's jewels out there for the people. And you know what I'm saying? It's dope to just kind of you know what I'm saying, let the guests put those out for everybody, man. But real quick, let's shout out people we got in the building already, man. Of course, we got Ladies Let's Ride in the building, aka Shannon, our local, you know what I'm saying? That's our local home team right there. So we greatly appreciate her, obviously, for coming in as always, supporting. We got vlogging with Angie in the building. What? Yo, shout out to Angie in the building. And kids, I should say. 32 gang. Let me go back and say that. 32 gang in the building. Yes, sir. Yo, Real New York in the building. Appreciate you, sir, for coming through. We'll catch it. He said, is that a plane or a boat? I don't know what emoji that is. But he owns something. He said we'll catch a replay. So big time shout out to you, New York. Okay, so big time shout out to you, New York. Appreciate you for coming through. Says salute to Free Smoke and my guy TK. Appreciate you, bro. Ronald Wayne in the building. What's good, everybody, man? Of course, we got TK's in the TK's Garage in the building, like literally in the building. JD Long, you know what I'm saying? We got him. We got JD Long in the building. Appreciate you, bro, for coming through. Kicking it with Alvin in the building, or kicking with Alvin, I should say. Let me not screw that up. Let me see who else. Oh, we got. Oh man, this thing jumped real quick. We got Jen. Oh, hold on, there you go right there. Jen and Rails in the building. Oh, that's kicking with Alvin. Well, I'm all messed up today. Where we at? Jen and Rails. There we go. Jen and Rails in the building. Salute to Free Smoke and TK in the building, man. God, I'm telling you, man, we all messed up today. Tay Weezy in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. VA Boy 392. Our God. VA Boy. Congratulations on the new whip, by the way. I don't think we ever told you that in person or you know, like verbally, but congratulations on the new whip. You know what I'm saying? Who else we got in the building? Who we got? Callie. We got Callie in the building. Of course, that's Garage Driven's better half, as we all know. You know what I'm saying? Keeps them straight. But yeah, man, we got a lot of dope people in the building, man. Carlos De Jesus, appreciate you, sir. Lawsuit Jerry in the building. Mez B chilling, and Mez B chilling got a nasty rap right now.
Yeah, that rap is killing.
Yeah, I need to go check him out on his IG. It's just like that. Mez B chilling. Go check him out. You won't be disappointed, man. You know what I'm saying? Sapa said to my dude. You know what I'm saying? But we got David Johnson in the building. We got Dolly in the building. As y'all know, that's Modern Day Muscles better half. King DJ Slim in the building. Oh man. All right. So, we got a lot of people in the building. You know what I'm saying? So, big time salute to all you guys, man. You know what I'm saying? We see y'all. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to keep our guests waiting any longer, man. We're gonna put your comments up as we go along. We appreciate y'all for coming through and checking us out. Our guest today, man. Is a legendary dude, man. He's literally everywhere. Like, he's all around the country, man. At any given time, you never know where he's going to be, including today. You know what I'm saying? I guess we'll let him know what he got going on right now when he comes on, man. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, man, he's all over the place, man. He does a lot of legendary things, man. You know what I'm saying? From building cars to getting cars, buying cars. You know what I'm saying? His content is super dope, super lit. And you learn a lot of different things too, man, for people that might be out there and might want to get into something, you know what I'm saying, that he kind of does as well, man. So, like I said, it's a super dope individual, man. We can't wait to kind of get his perspective on a lot of things. So without a further ado, wait, hold on, I got it. Oh, wait, before we do that, TK's Garage. Hold on 1 second, because he's in the background.
You have to address something super serious.
I was about to ask you that.
I gotta get to this because my boy JD Long said FaTKaT Chick-fil-A lemonade or McDonald's. What? McDonald's High C? Come on, no
Chick-fil-A lemonade.
Hey,
Chick-fil-A lemonade.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it 100. Hold on. Now I'm gonna keep it 100. That McDonald's High C be hitting, but that Chick-fil-A lemonade is something. That's just something different, bro. That joint is something different. I'm telling y'all. Yeah.
Listen, I like, but granted, I haven't. I always say this. A lot of people may not know, but I do say it a lot. I haven't ate anything McDonald's, literally, not even a drink, in probably 13, 14 years now. Probably closer to 15 years.
Well, you need to swing by and get yourself a High C. You know what I'm saying?
But the one thing that I do remember about McDonald's, it was the High C was slamming, man. The High C was hitting.
Yeah.
But Chick-fil-A is just a different
lemonade.
It's just a different caliber, man.
Yo, that's freshly squeezed.
Yo,
that's freshly squeezed on a different level.
Hey, yo, listen. I'm gonna keep it 100 though. You know what I'm saying? I have to go to the lemonade light recently. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to get a little lighter. If y'all don't know, you know what I'm saying. So I transitioned to the lemonade light at Chick-fil-A, and it's not bad. So if you're interested in, you know what I'm saying, drinking that lemonade light instead, kind of cut down them calories a little bit, yo, try it out, man. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. I tried to get FaTKaT to do it, but no, he ain't want to try it.
I want the real deal. I want the real deal, Holyfield, when it comes to that lemonade. But yo, hey, let's go to bring him in, man. Without further ado, man, we got our guy in the background, man. You know what I'm saying? We definitely appreciate him for taking his time for coming out, you know, and hanging out with us today. You know what I'm saying? Because again, we'll let him tell it. But he's out and about right now, and he's definitely busy. So we greatly appreciate for him taking his literally pausing what he's doing, stopping what he's doing, stopping in his tracks. You know what I'm saying, to come rock out with us, man. So without further ado, let's bring on our man. Please put your hands together. Give him a warm welcome, man, to our guy, Mr. T. TK's Garage in the building. What is going on, sir? What is going on?
Yes, sir.
You know, I was sitting here minding my business, playing some Snake on my old BMW StarTAC, and then somebody said McDonald's High C is better than Chick-fil-A lemonade. What the fuck?
I didn't say it was better. I said it'd be hitting also.
Oh, man.
Yo, that lemonade is something different, man. Whoever made that, hey, man, God bless them.
Word.
Yeah, bro. Yo, Chick-fil-A. I keep, bro, it's God's chicken, bro. And God's lemonade. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
It's God's version of fast food.
And let me tell you something. You look, whatever it is, whatever you believe, whatever. I'll tell you what. When something happens, you be quick to be like, God, please. So let me tell you something. When the time comes and you need something to eat, you need something to drink, you'll be like, I'm going to God's chicken because I know God gonna get me right. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely go over there. You definitely go over to Chick-fil-A and get yourself some, you know what I'm saying, some top quality chicken and some lemonade, man. But yo, let's go ahead and salute our guy, man. Bring him in. Let's go ahead and get the show on the road. So I was mentioning that real quick, man. So for people that don't know, because like I say, you literally stopped in your tracks. So where about are you in the country right now, and where are you headed if you don't mind telling people?
I'm in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and I'll be in Vegas probably early in the morning.
And you're coming from where?
I came from Dallas. Yeah, I was in Dallas. So
this guy
out in Dallas, you know, I got to link up with my people every time I go out there, man. And I went to go do that, and I'll go back through Dallas on the way back. But this will be. I'm stopping at Oklahoma City to get my Scat Pack.
Oh yeah, it's almost done.
Yeah, one way or the other. If they ain't got the seats in it, that bitch just won't have an interior in it. Because I'm stopping to get my in North Carolina. Because I've been away from North Carolina for like 3.5 months, something like that, and I got to get out there and, you know, I got some moms I got to smash, man. It's been too long since I've been out there. You know?
Ruthless.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Here we go. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, TK's Garage on this show. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome TK Garage. We hear the realest shit out of his mouth.
TK's Garage coming to a mom near you.
Oh my god.
Wait till you see the bumper on the new Scat Pack. It says makes, you know, the cars, it says makes frequent stops at whatever. So now the back of the Scat Pack says makes frequent stops at mom's houses across the back of the
my gosh.
Oh man.
Goodness.
I don't have a 0 on the door. I got a big giant eggplant on the door now. It's like this car is about to be, it's a problem.
Oh, I'm waiting to see this shit.
This thing is going to be a full on wheels. I got my other company's name on the back window, Dicks by Mail. So, you know, like people are going to be like, yo, what? Yeah.
Okay, TK, let's get into it, TK. This guy, he never fails, man. Hey, like I said, I was serious when I said grab your popcorn, you know what I'm saying, and you're going to be in for a show today, in for a treat. But yo, TK, let's go to get into it, man. Yo, the first question we always ask everyone that comes on to the show: who is and what is TK's Garage?
So, I mean, TK's Garage is basically an evolution of where my channel started. Now, granted, I've come full circle, but when I started on YouTube with the automotive stuff, it was all BMW related. You know, I had the i3, the i8, the M6, the M5, the X5, the X6. And I used to just do videos on maintenance and whatnot and what to do with the cars, you know, like mods, different things you could do. And that's how I got started on the automotive side. And then I came to Houston and I drove a Scat Pack, and that was it. And then you know, the channel changed from Beamer Man to TK's Garage. And I started buying more stuff that wasn't BMW related from the auctions. So You can blame Houston, and the city of Houston that's the reason why I have the Mopar shit that I have now is literally because I just drove that one Scat Pack and was like, God damn, like, what is going on with this? This don't make no damn sense. And then I got to drive the Hellcat. This was like in 18, and I was like, oh yeah, no, that's it. I gotta
done.
Yeah.
So Mopar stole your life away.
Pretty much. There's two different. I think I'm gonna keep both. Like I'm gonna have BMWs and Mopars in my stable now because, after getting this 740 M Sport, like this thing moves, man, and it's not. I think the best way I heard it presented was I saw Demonology on a live stream. You know what? It was Stefan. It was Mod Fame, and he said, a BMW, you'll go like 0 to 100, and you don't know that you got there. You know what I'm saying? But it'll get you there quick. You're gonna feel all that 0 to 100 in a Mopar. You know what I'm saying? So every mile an hour of difference, you feel a difference, and that's true. Like I'm gonna run. If I still have the 740 by the time I get the Scat Pack back, I'm gonna run them side by side and do times and see where it's at. Because no disrespect to the people that's in Dallas, but I've been eating up Scat Packs and RTs in this 7 Series. Time I was in Dallas, I got it on video, man. I was eating dudes. They was like, beep, beep. Oh, don't do that to yourself, man. Shoo, gone. So, yeah, man.
That is crazy. Hey, so you've been on YouTube for quite a few years now, right? So, your channel's just a little bit over 40,000K. But my question is, like, where did you get the inspiration to start, like, YouTube itself, like, to start your YouTube channel?
I got started on YouTube about 14 years ago, something like that. I had a channel called Bump Fights, and we used to go around Brooklyn and we would hand out fists of alcohol, and then we would record a dudes fighting. Whoever won would get the booze. I know it's horrible. I'm a horrible individual. So, when I look back at it now, but I was like in my late 20s or whatever, and I was like, yo, this is good. Yo, they fighting out here anyway. Why don't we just go down here? And it was outside of where like the Barclays is now. Like that was like a little area out there where, I could go out there with some booze or whatever, set the cameras up, and dudes would literally just like get it in. And then I had other friends and whatnot from around Brooklyn, and like, yo, that dude said da da da. We gas them up, give them the booze, and then I'd film the shit. And YouTube was cool with it, man. I grew the channel to like 380,000 subscribers before that was even cool, right? Like, and then they started paying people on YouTube, and they was like, nah, fam, that's not cool, man. You gotta
It was like we gotta implement these rules for this guy.
Yep.
Yeah, we got investors now. You know what I'm saying? We can't have that over.
Can't be showing this type of stuff.
So then I went the Girls Gone Wild route, and I was selling DVDs on, like, if you were watching TV at 3 o'clock in the morning and you saw advertisements for bum fights, that shit was me. So I was the other scumbag on at 3 o'clock in the morning that was selling DVDs. Right after the Girls Gone Wild joint, it was like, yo, vicious bum fights. I even paid the dude. I think it was called Mean Gene. Remember, he used to do the stuff for WWF back in the day. So we paid him to do like the little voiceover joint for like the commercials and shit. And we sold the shitload of these bum fight DVDs, man. I was doing the damn thing. It wasn't bad. And then I got into the tech space. I started a tech YouTube channel, and that's sitting at like close to 75,000, I think now. But I don't do shit with the channel really anymore. Now I just post like random shit over there whenever I want. And then I kind of got passionate about YouTube again when I got into the automotive space. Because I enjoyed it, as the automotive community, for the most part, there's some bitches out there, but for the most part, it's a lot of solid people, and people ain't really, I was gonna say people ain't hating, but yeah, there's a bunch of bitch ass haters too. But there, for the most part, there's a lot of good people. There's not a lot of like just hating just to hate, it may hate you for another reason, but the automotive community was really good, and I've enjoyed it. So it's something I was going to do anyway. So like posting the videos on YouTube is just extra because I'm going to do the same shit that I'm doing anyway.
So You know, I know you talked about it a little bit, you know, with how you started. Could you go more into detail about the story behind your name, TK's Garage?
So basically, when I got away from the, you know, it was all BMWs, right? At every BMW for that model year you could get your hands on, outside of the weak ass 1 Series and some of those other, you know, models that them dudes in San Francisco drive. I wasn't rocking that shit. I had like manly BMWs. So when I started switching it up, you know, I had sold a couple of the BMWs. I got a Tesla P85D, and I was dealing with my dude Randy at the time. He has a channel that was called Uberman. He did like Uber videos, and he was like, you know, what's up with this auction shit? And I was like, yo, this is the move, right? And he started redoing he rebranded his channel to Auto Auction Rebuilds. And then I was like, fuck it. I'm not going to keep doing all just BMW content. So I'm just going to name it after myself and call it TK's Garage as opposed to, you know, Beamerman. So that's where the name came from.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that's dope.
It won out.
So, you know,
there was
go ahead.
other names, but I didn't think that they were going to be, not like I'm advertiser friendly as it is, but the other names that I had for, you know, the channel, I just didn't think it was going to work. Mandingo Automotive wasn't good. I didn't think that was, you know what I'm saying? You know, Smashing Mom's Garage. I didn't think none of that.
Oh man.
You know, I had to go. I went safe, man. Looked at TK's Garage, and it was like, you know, whatever. So,
It's
my
catchy
God.
though. It's those have been catchy, but it's still catchy, man. So you still winning with the name.
Oh my goodness. Hey, TK, I kind of want to know something. You know, cause you kind of talked about your history with YouTube, right? You've been on for quite a number of years.
Yep.
But I kind of want to know, you know, who is TK before social media, man? So what kind of things were you doing before the whole social media thing and all that? Even when social media or YouTube was free, but even before you picked up a camera, period. Like who was TK before that?
I was still an asshole. I mean, I was still a troll. I mean, I've been a troll like forever, man. You know, before sending people dicks in the mail or any of that, I would, you know, I speak a lot of languages. I've been a contractor for the government for a while, and I spent a lot of my time overseas, and I was the same asshole / trolling type of individual that I was, you know, then that I am now. Just now I get to, you know, social media just makes it where, let me say this, it's interesting. Social media lets anybody just say whatever the hell they want, right?
Mm-hmm.
With no consequences. And I'm not that dude. So any of the stuff that I say, like, I stand on it. Like, there's a difference. Like, some people will say shit and then be like, oh, nah, man, that was just some internet shit. That's not, no. If I say something, I stand on it. And if I say something that's foul, I read the repercussions and consequences from it and deal with that accordingly. But yeah, before YouTube or before the internet, I was the same person. And people would tell you, and some of you guys have got to meet me in person. Like I'm the same motherfucker in person that I am on videos. It's not an act. I don't put on. I'm not Alex Jones. I'm not over here like, oh nah, I just really say that the aliens is coming to eat your mama's asshole on radio. You know what I'm saying? I'm that motherfucker all the time. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people I've met on YouTube are like that. They are a certain way online, and then you meet them in person and you're like, oh wow, that's a whole different
Act.
that's a whole different person. Like this
Yep.
So, but yeah,
And it's crazy when you see that happen, when you're like what? Like, you know what I'm saying? It really throws you off. Like, you know what I'm saying? This person just they're one way on YouTube or whatever the case. You meet them and they just like quiet, like reserved, or like, you know what I mean? It's like, huh? Like, that's not the personality you got on YouTube. Like, what the fuck?
They be like the life of the party on YouTube, and then you meet them in person, they be like, yo, so what are we doing next? Be like, yo, put some bass in your voice. What are you talking about? Yo, we going to the strip club, man. Bro, shut up. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe, I don't know. I don't think I can do it. You talk all that shit like you said you was going to tip drill the chicken at the VIP. Let's go, man. I'm not. Nah. So.
Oh man. Hey yo, so like I know you touched on it briefly about like buying cars from like Copart and stuff, like having like the BMWs and stuff. But like when and what inspired you to start purchasing cars off of Copart?
I got tired of paying retail. Shit. Yo.
I feel you though.
Let me be honest. So for me, right, I can take 3 racks and I can walk into Copart and I could buy a car that somebody would buy for 15 racks retail. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing like this 7 Series. Like I flipped the Jaguar while I was getting fucked up at the bar, and I got this the next day. You know, like the Jaguar I think cost me $2. I sold it for $5, and I bought this for $3. This car was free. It didn't cost me shit. You know, so I mean, for me it was literally just I already like to tinker and work on cars, and I did my own shit anyway. If you own BMW, and some of you Hellcat owners, you're going to find this out real quick too. When them shits break and you take that to the dealer and they say, bend over, they ain't even giving you no Vaseline, bro. They going to walk right up in you. Nothing. It's going to hurt. They're going to reach all the way for the wallet and your ass going to be broke. And then your wife's going to be like, yo, why we ain't got no diapers for the baby? Well, I had to buy a new green belt. You know, I had to get new gaskets and shit. Nah, man, she don't want to hear that shit. So, you know, I learned really quickly, especially dealing with BMWs, to work on my own shit. So I bought all the manuals, learned about the cars, and the same thing like this. You know, I'll be doing videos on it all the time. If there's something breaks or something happens outside of like internal shit in the motor, I'm doing it. Valve cover gaskets, plugs, valves, whatever, Vanos, I'm doing it. And and that's it. So for me, if I buy something at Copart or IAA or Joyride Autos or wherever, right? I love ones that are like, oh, we can't. I love them to say it's a BMW, it don't run. oh, word. All right, let me go out there. I plug my little charger into the cigarette lighter. Long as that motor goes, and I hear it turn over, let me snatch that up. I'm gonna get that for $200 because nobody wants to mess with a broken BMW. I take it to the house, give it a fresh oil change, put a fresh battery in it, reset the computer. That bitch is out the door for $4,000 the next day. It's gone. And I've been doing that. I've been doing that for years. So it's not, you know, that's kind of what got me into it because I already tinkered with the cars anyway. So nothing scared me from being like, oh, the front end on this car is smashed. If it's more than like bolt-on shit that I could do myself, then I send it to a body shop. I'm still saving 60 to 70% off of retail. You know, and I'll give you a prime example. We're still fighting for a Slimepack_392's car. I've won that car 5 times now. But the insurance company keeps fucking around with her title for the car, right? They're waiting, like, you know, because of COVID and shit, they're waiting for the state to send them the title. I've never paid more than $19,000 for her car at auction. So, and to be clear, if you've seen the damage to her car, it's literally a fender, the core support's bent a little bit. All that shit is bolt-on shit on that Scat Pack, right? And I know all of the work that she's had done to that. It's going to cost me maybe $1,100, maybe $1,800 in parts to put that back together before, you know, painting it or whatever. That Scat Pack goes right back on the road. Nothing. Good to go. Yep. So, you know, you could go get raped at the dealer because right now they're going to rape you for like $70,000 for a Scat Pack. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, I seen my boy VA boy put up. He traded his car in for a 21 wide body, and he put up a photo of the listing of his old car, which was like a 19 Scat, $51,000 for a used car. Now I'm like,
why you think I'm so mad about my channel? I literally wanted to get like a video or two in with my Scat Pack, now to sell it, but I'm seeing the market starting to normalize. It might not. It might get worse. I don't want to hope that it gets worse, but we'll see. But, you know, I had a dealer here, and that's with my car being damaged and them having to replace the entire interior. They was offering me $49,800 for my car.
Wow.
Like, I paid $39,200, I think, for it. That's it. So I'm like, shit, I'm gonna make more than 10 grand on this car. I drove it for a year. I put 30,000 miles on it. Yo, you can have that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get them 10 racks, and I'll go buy one at Copart, fucked up, and put it back together. You know, like it. You know, it's crazy what the car market is doing right now. It's insane.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely crazy, man. But you know, speaking more on that on the Copart, because like I said, I think you've been doing it now for a while, as you mentioned, and you've had a lot of different type of cars. You know what I'm saying? Roll through the TK's garage, right?
Yep.
What would you say, if you can remember, what would you say was kind of been like your favorite purchase or like your build from Copart so far?
My favorite build would be the 2017 Lincoln Continental. It's kind of like my first car I bought from them. It was Lincoln Continental Black Label. It's kind of really got me into doing the YouTube videos, you know, switching from BMW to that. And I bought a 2017 Lincoln Continental Black Label from Copart. At the same time, I bought, you know, I was wearing the tight jeans and all that shit. You know, I was on the Mustang squad for a little bit. You know, Mustang boys gonna be like, what? Yeah. Have y'all seen the new meme where the dude walks in, he like slaps the other dude on the ass and some other shit? Like, I was like, yo, wow, man.
I haven't seen that.
The Mustang owners be holding. You hold an L just for owning a Mustang. It's
just
bad.
to buy a Mustang. Yep.
Man. So
hey, I like Mustangs. Full disclosure, I like Mustangs.
I liked it. I just didn't like almost hitting the crowd every time I left somewhere. So, you know, they say that, look, and I'm a driver, man. The 2017 Mustang Performance Package convertible. I came out of Cars and Coffee. I was living in Vegas at the time. I came out of Cars and Coffee, and I didn't even hit it that hard. And that bitch was sideways. And I had to oversteer and come back all the way the other way and mash the gas, and I was going sideways down the street, just try to make it look cool. My ass was tight as a motherfucker. I was like, I'm about to hit a curb. I'm about to be on Instagram. No, man. Nope. So, but yeah, that Lincoln Continental is kind of what got me started heavy into it. I think I paid, this is when you could buy cars cheap. I think I paid $4,100 for that Black Label. It had 604 miles on it. The owner lost control. It got sideways, hit a curb, and rolled onto the roof. Wow. The glass was broken. The roof was a little dented. I took it to a shop. Now, this is not, you know, some people will say you shouldn't be able to do that or you can't do that. Ford sold me a roof. They sold me the glass. I had the body shop literally cut the pillars, cut the whole shit, weld a whole new roof on it. You know, sand it, do all the stuff they needed to do, paint it, put the glass in, and then was done with it. And I drove it for, and it was a clean title. Ain't that a bitch?
Wow. How they left that clean title? That should have been salvaged automatically.
Man, they never branded it. That's why when I saw it, I was like, I'm buying this shit automatically. So, and then when I sold it, you know, I traded it in with the Mustang, with the performance package on the GT350 that I bought in Vegas. And I got, like, I think I paid, after all the repairs and everything, I think I was into that Lincoln Continental for like $9,000, and they gave me $37,000 for that car.
Wow.
Yeah.
They come up on that one.
I was about to say, yo.
That's when I said, you know what? This is all, I said, I'm going to do this shit. I can buy a car, fix it, drive it for 6 months, and then sell it for more than I paid for it, for more than I have into the car. And I've been doing that consistently. There's some people, like, I'll give you an example. Randy's he's like family to me, man. He's like a brother to me. He's got a much larger channel doing the same shit, you know, rebuilds, doing Copart and whatnot. And he'll buy a car and put all kinds of shit on it, fix it, and sell it for a loss because the YouTube revenue is basically eating up that loss, right? That's cool, and that works. That don't work for me though. I'm not taking no losses, no team, no L's. I will sit on that shit. I don't care how long I got to sit on it. I'm not selling it for a loss. I won't do it ever, never, ever. I'll keep that shit. That's why, you know, I haven't posted the video yet, but we just sold the GTO, the Prince GTO. Now people knew I had like $5,000 into that car, and I sold it for $13,000 in cash and some extra stuff.
and some extra stuff.
Yeah, I won't need. I don't need no bud for like a month. I'm straight.
That's
I'm
not. I
good.
figured that's what it was. Hey, so obviously, you've been doing Copart for a long time. For like, and obviously it's working for you. You're being successful at doing it. Now, would you recommend, like, to the people that's watching, would you recommend purchasing cars through Copart to be like a lucrative income?
Yeah, I mean, if you stay with it, if it's something you want to do and you're not scared of cars, especially if you're, Mopar related, if you know Mopar, you know how to do like the basic shit. Hell yeah. It's really just about having the money to do it. So when I got started on Copart, cars would go for $150, $200. Now those same, what I would call food stamp cars or like pieces of shit are going for like $1,100, $1,300, right? As long as you have the money to be able to get into it, to do it, hell yeah, I recommend it. Because if you hit on a couple of good cars, like some people, I mean, you can hit on, depending on where you live. If you live anywhere in the Southeast, if you just flip one good car a month, your bills are paid. You're straight. It's
Sure.
And depending on where you're at in the Southeast, it is not, you don't have to be a retailer to get a license. You could just be a wholesaler, you know what I'm saying? And then sell your car to another dealer or somebody else, or have another, if someone wants to buy a car from you, have them find a friend that's a dealer or something to purchase the car from them for you, pocket your money and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? And that's it, man. It's not.
So I've been dabbling into Copart myself, but I haven't done anything. I would say in the last maybe 4 years. I kind of just
It's totally changed, dude. Like Copart 4 years ago, you could buy. I could have bought my Scat Pack back from Copart for like 8 G's, right? My Scat Pack in the condition it was before it got fixed goes through Copart now. It's still selling for 35 racks. Like it's like because there's so many creators now on YouTube that do, Copart related content heavy, right? Randy, myself, Sam Crack is another one. We Hustle Daily, dude out of Atlanta. That's somebody I should talk to. And congratulations, and he just broke 100,000 subs too. There's a lot of people that are doing it, and as these people are starting to see these videos and stuff, more and more people sign up. I got my own branded link with Copart, so I get a little thing every time somebody goes through and signs up and becomes a member, or if they buy a car through my link. So, I mean, it's lucrative. It's a lucrative business for sure. And I mean, if you do this YouTube shit and you have any kind of personality, whether you're funny or stupid or whatever, if people will watch your content and you're doing it, then it's really lucrative because now you're making the money from the videos and everything else. So, when I get in and I'm the type of person that, people can tell you anything. I don't like to just say shit. I like to show people the difference. And, when I tell people that it's lucrative on how much you can make off of YouTube, the money doesn't lie. All right. So if you're making $9,915 a month to post videos about cars and your rebuilds, that's big money. For most people, that's, $120,000 a year to do something that you like or enjoy anyway. You know what I'm saying? And if for somebody like me, like I don't, this is why I'm not, like if I was more advertiser friendly, I'd probably make a lot more money. But I don't care. This is with me dropping F-bombs, talking about smashing people's moms and doing all kinds of other shit on video. I don't care. I'm still making 10 racks a month. And that's not money I need. I day trade in the morning. I do stock trade, crypto trade. That's where I make my bread. That's how I make my income that I live on. The YouTube shit is just extra money. If you're business savvy and you could be advertiser friendly and not tell people to go eat a dick in a video and all of that good stuff, you can make a lot. It's super, super lucrative. You could make a lot of money at it. So,
hey, yo,
If they
must
watch
say-
my old ass, right now, I'm not. Granted, I did just color my hair, so I probably look like 10 years.
Ah,
You know, I know this dude's mom was telling me that yesterday. I was hitting her from the back, and she's like, "You look so younger with the red hair." Anyways, so if they watching my old ass, not wearing my partial or nothing, right? Fucking old ass, look them up. If they watching my videos like that, right? If you have any kind of personality, or you're younger, or you can do the same shit, you can get paid. It's stupid. Stupid.
damn.
Yo,
Hold on. I got a question, right? So I'm not a real question, but I got a DMV. I shouldn't be saying this on camera. Whatever. So I got a DMV by my house, bro. Right, not too far from me.
Right.
And you go there with a salvage title, bro, and you just say, you want to get a title in your name. Obviously, you got the paperwork for the, for the car.
Right.
They flip the title, and the brand is not there anymore.
Yeah.
It's now a clean title. You didn't even fix the vehicle yet.
I can't say where I do that, but all I can tell you is
you got a spot.
All right, so like that. I think there was a Volkswagen that was back on my channel that I accidentally bid on. I did not mean to win that fucking piece of shit. It was bent in half, right? I literally just took the paperwork down to the DMV and was like, "Yeah, I just need a title." Not only did they issue me a title, right? Because it should have said rebuilt. It was a clean. They gave me a clean title for the car. DMVs fuck up on that all the time.
Yep.
And then worst case scenario, if I don't decide I want to fix that Volkswagen, I can literally take that shit, or I can give it to somebody else, and they'll go get a title loan on the car, and cash out the title, and call it a day. And the car bent in half. So
that's crazy.
yo, TK, I'm gonna ask you something real quick. A caveat off of your last question. So for some people, because I see we got Kicker Alvin, man, like I think he's really paying attention to this. Might be thinking about getting into something like this.
Right.
So I know you mentioned as far as having a license. So what type of license do you need to have to purchase from Copart? And what's like the initial cost and classes or whatever to get into it?
Nothing. You don't need any license.
Nothing.
Nope.
Huh.
There are states now. Florida's fucked up. They make you have some kind of license, but you can still buy a car through Copart in Florida if you have a broker. And I'm going to get into that with y'all too. But so at Copart, if you're in like Oklahoma, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, some places in Texas, Nevada, I know I'm missing a state, South Dakota and North Dakota, you don't need a license.
I think when I bought in Wisconsin also, I didn't need a license when I lived out there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's another one. There's some states where you don't need you can just buy. Open to the public. As long as you're a member, just buy the damn shit. To sign up with Copart, you can get a guest account for $0. Doesn't cost anything. If you want to buy a membership, like where you can actually bid some money, like a basic membership, I think is like $50, $60, something like that. And then to buy like Lambos, if you want like 300,000 in buying power, I think it's $400 to sign up. So that's your only cost, and then buying the car, obviously. But in those states, I mean, even in Florida, like I know people that live in Jacksonville, Daytona, Ocala, DeLand and shit. They're buying cars right across the border in Savannah at Copart and just towing them shit right back to Florida. Yeah. They're like, oh, I can't go to Orlando and buy a car. All right, well, fuck y'all. I'm gonna go to Savannah and go buy my shit and put it on a trailer and bring it right back here. And y'all bitches are gonna give me a title tomorrow. And that's just how. And in Florida, it's even better because the shit is electronic. You good?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. If you live in Florida, you can buy in Georgia also. Just have the car shipped right in.
Yep.
Literally, you just call up any car hall or whatever. Like they got those guys that got the dualies, and they'll pick that up one time. $250 car ship at your house 2 days later.
Yep. So, I mean, it really is no cost. You just have big thing I tell people is when you if you're looking at buying a car from Copart, even if it's in Savannah and you're in like fucking New Smyrna or Miami, I don't care, wherever, right? Take the time, drive your ass up and look at the car. Because unfortunately, there's literally these businesses that buy cars from the auction and they give them what I like to call I think she's dead. I probably can't say her name wrong. Trying to think of a bitch with a lot of plastic surgery. Fuck it. We give them Joan Rivers, right? They go in, they Joan Rivers that bitch. They do a bunch of, they put a fresh bumper on it. They tape up some shit. They zip tie shit. And in the pictures, you're like, damn, that shit is put together. That shit looks good. And then you get there, and they lifted it up on the forklift, and you see like the whole shit is like flapping around and shit. Because they Mickey Mouse put it together and run it back through the auction. That's a whole nother hustle. People do that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's why, a lot of times, I would look for cars that was being sold by insurance companies.
That's another thing. Yep.
I
never buy shit. Look, people be like, "Oh, it came from a dealer." Yeah, I'm not fucking with that because
I'm good. That's the reason why they put it back through.
If the dealer was like, "Nah," if a dealer is gonna take a loss and run it through Copart, then that tells me that the dealer was like, whatever's broken on this is way too expensive enough for them to make money on the car, so they're getting rid of it. And that's it.
Makes sense.
But yeah, man, it doesn't really cost. This is why it's so good. IAAs, and so Copart is good, but IAA is even better. Like IAA is like $199 a year, and that's it. And there's no other like higher membership fees, and you can bid on whatever the hell you want. At IAA. You could do that too. Like they got Lambos, you could bid on. Boop. Copart has two different levels, and the other thing you got to take into account are the fees, right? So if you buy a car for like $4,000, be prepared. You're probably gonna pay about $5,100 to get that car because you're gonna pay like the internet fee, the title fee, and all that shit that Copart charges you there. So like each brand has its positive and negatives, right? It just depends on what you want to do. I tell people if they want to buy really, really cheap cars, there's a website called Joyride Autos. Now, I will tell you this, most of the cars you're going to buy there are fucked up. And I mean, like, not like, they got that meme, how fucked up is fucked up? Yeah, like, it's fucked up. More than likely, them shits is like repos, they got towed in, they broke, they done overheated, some other shit. But every once in a while, you can get a couple of good deals for super cheap. Like you could get a what did I buy from there? Oh yeah, I got an RT. I got like I think it was like a 20 before the facelift. Was it 14 or 13? 14. Yeah. It was right before the newer body style now, right? I got a 14 RT. I paid $600 for it. It had 82,000 miles. You know what was wrong with it? The battery was died, and they towed it because it had a boot on it. So I cut the boot off, right? Because it was like City of Detroit, some shit on the tire. I was like, bloop, we cut that shit right off. Cut the boot off, put a battery in it. That shit fired right up. I ran that bitch right through the auction. Gone. I ain't even had to title this shit. It was gone. So, I mean, you can find some good deals. Joyride Autos is not bad. And the cars are real cheap. And if you're good with working on your own cars, you can find some good deals there. Again, I tell people it makes sense to go check out whatever it is that you're looking at bidding on before. Now, I'm an idiot. I do that, though. I'll be like, oh, that looks cool. Let me bid on that shit. Because I might have lost something at the auction that I really wanted. And then some other shit would just pop up on the screen. I'd be like, fuck. Every time I've done that, I've held a fat ass L. So
I did the same, bro. I did the same. I lost. I forgot what I was bidding on, but I ended up losing it. And then, this F-150 came up.
Yep.
It runs and drive. Came to my house. I spent the bread for it. Came to my house. Fucking engine had a knock. I was like, I ended up having to change the whole engine in that truck. But you know what? I did kind of break even, but I didn't make no money. I was like, come on, man.
Yep. That's the thing, man. Like that's why I go look at shit. And it's another reason why I look at shit that other people don't want to buy. So BMWs, Mercedes that don't have that hydraulic suspension bullshit, airbags I'm cool with. Range Rovers, love those because depending on the year, as long as they got BMW powertrains, let me get it. People are scared to death of those. I could buy them shits for nothing. Nobody wants to deal with a Range Rover. You know what I'm saying? And I know all the little intricacies, the little BMW bullshit that goes on in those vehicles, just like the BMWs, where you know, I spend a day and a half, 2 days with the Range Rover, and I got a kid that wants to buy it, paint it, wrap it, put some rims on it, and roll it out on slab Sundays, and that's cool, you know.
So I'm actually curious. I'm actually curious how you're going to respond to this because I feel like it's unavoidable in terms of the car community.
Mm-hmm.
Would you get an electric car?
I've had one. I had a P85D. It was cool. I had a BMW i8. It was cool.
Hey, this i8.
Yeah, I've had both. The Tesla was way faster than the i8. The Tesla was probably faster than my Hellcat, my Scat Pack, and everything else for its time, the P85D. But I'm going to be honest. I mean, I've had them. They're fun, but they're kind of like a one-trick pony, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'll go, it's the same shit that they say about the Demon, right? The Demon to go real fast in a straight line. That's why I don't want a Demon. I don't fuck a Demon. I don't need to go real fast in a straight line. I want a car that can do more. I need something that I can drive every single day and go out and do what I want to do. And then if I want to go to the track and have fun, I don't got to be running Steph and Herman and fucking everybody else at the track. I don't care about all that shit. I don't make my money from that. But if I can go out and have some fun and hand a couple Mustangs some L's, you know, maybe beat the occasional dumbass in a GTI or something. Yeah, I'm good. I don't need that instant torque. You know, that said, I did order a Tesla Model S Plaid. So
that's a badass car.
I ordered it. I used eVapor's link. I had to order it because I just wanted to see. You know, I'll probably have it for a little bit because they're harder to get, and I'll probably flip it. But I just want to take it to the track, run it a couple times, maybe get a couple videos out of it, and I'll sell it. Because for real, I really don't like spending $128,000 on a car. That's too much goddamn money for a car. For me, when I know I could buy that same shit at Copart for like 30% of that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I like electric cars, and I'm gonna be honest, it's the future, right? They're gonna try to phase gasoline out unless like the CEO of Exxon becomes president or some shit. Like, I can tell you right now, that shit is a wrap. So, you know, when we get to the point where we're paying European prices for gas, when we're paying like $10 and $12 a gallon, yeah, I'm gonna get me some electric shit at that point. But you know, I'll keep me a gas joint to take out on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? Like the old heads do with the 50s and the 60s cars now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll keep one to take out on the weekends, but nah, I'm not paying no $10 a gallon for no gas. I can't do that shit.
So my follow-up question would be, you know, let's just say you got the electric car, you had it your way, you know, you didn't pay $100,000 for the car, you know, you got it on your terms, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What would be the mod you would do to the vehicle?
I mean, I wouldn't buy a Tesla. If I really wanted a fast electric car,
Mm-hmm.
just build it. Here's the thing. You could take an existing car, name whatever it is now, like, and I can tell you this is what Dodge did. They literally just took a Challenger and they put electric motors on all four wheels and they gutted all that shit under the car and put batteries in there, and they put batteries up front and batteries in the rear, and that's it. It's not like a gasoline engine. There's not a lot of moving parts. And these electric motors, like brushless motors and the like, they're not inaccessible. You could buy one and literally build your own shit. I think Rich Rebuilds has done this a couple of times. I think he turned the Mini Cooper into an electric joint, which is fast as hell, man. And there's people on YouTube that turn regular cars into electric cars every day. So for me, if money was no object, I would take a car like this, like an old E38, like an E39 M5, and I would gut the motor, I would gut the trunk and weld the deeper pan in there, and I would fill that shit with batteries. And I would put electric motors on all four wheels, and that bitch would be doing, 2.5, 0 to 60, and be doing 8s in the quarter mile, like immediately. So, I mean, it's all on, what you want you know, if money was no object, that's what I would do. I wouldn't buy somebody else's shit. I'd make my own. You know what I'm saying? I'd build my own shit.
Makes sense.
Yo, so I remember I remember you were posting some content exposing, you know, security flaws about, you know, cars or that you buy from the dealership, mainly Mopars. Would you consider doing that content again? Would you do you think you can expose security flaws in electric cars?
Teslas, anything that is software based or software related can be stolen, and that's just a fact. Here's the thing: Teslas, they have a little tiny electric key that talks to the car, just like a key fob that you would have from a Mopar or anything else. If you can repeat that signal on that key, you can walk right up to that Tesla and it's going to say, "Oh, the key's here," and the handle's going to come out. You can open the door and drive your ass away in that Tesla. And here's the thing with the Tesla: it's just like a Mopar. You can drive that bitch 500 miles. It's not going to shut off until you turn the car off. So that's the one thing that manufacturers have not got. That's why, for me, this is it. See this shit right here? This is undefeated. This shit right here is undefeated. And when car manufacturers figure out that this shit is undefeated, we'll have a lot less cars that are stolen. You know what I'm saying? Because all the ones that are on some key fob shit, they're vulnerable. Especially Mopar, Dodge is really a bunch of scumbags because they knew this issue. Especially now, look, the way that I did it when I did my video was with a repeater box, right? I basically copied the signal from in my house and walked up to the car. I was able to open the door and start my car, right? There's a whole nother way, and I haven't done a video on that yet, but I'm going to drop a video on it. Somebody showed me the process. I can literally take a key fob from anybody else's Mopar, and I can walk up to anybody else's Mopar, open the door, go directly to that center console, and I can reprogram that fucking key in about 45 seconds and drive away with a key to your car.
I want to old school.
And Dodge. No, look, not just that. So I just got done doing an interview with the news up there in Detroit. Like I did a whole interview with the guy. Came down to Oklahoma and filmed a segment. So did the news in Oklahoma, because they were like, they couldn't believe it. They were like, so if we get like a Demon or a Red Eye, you could walk up with your key fob from like, I even used a key fob from a Ram. I didn't even use a key fob from like a fucking Charger or nothing. I walked up with a Ram key fob, opened the door, got to the center console, and I'm not going to get into specifics. I want to tell people how they can steal these freaking cars. But it literally took me like 30, 40 seconds, reprogrammed the key, hit the brake, hit the start, and drove away with this Red Eye. And the dude
what a Ram key.
Bro. And here's the thing. I reprogrammed that Ram key fob. It looked like a red key to the car. So the actual car thieves, like, yeah, there's some that still use those repeater boxes, and that's an issue. The other issue is Dodge knows about this security flaw, and it's like 3 touches on the screen in your car when they open it up. They don't have to turn it on. They don't have to have a key to turn it on. They don't have to do shit. They hit this screen in 3 different areas. It pops up a box with like a code that you put in. You literally hold the key in a certain area in the car, and that's it. It's done. That new key is reprogrammed for that car, and you drive away. And they know about
some scary shit.
This is how they're stealing these cars like this. When you see these videos in Detroit where they're like walking up and they're like boom, and the car starts and they go away, they're not using a repeater box and stealing the key from in the dealership. They're walking up with, and they use the same key. They're like, steal that car, go take the same key, go to the next car, reprogram that key to the new car, take another one, and they're doing it all day. And Dodge has known about this shit they were made aware about it about a year and a half ago, that somebody that worked at Dodge released the method on how to reprogram that key, and they didn't change it. They could have changed how to do that, and they never did. So if you drive,
that's crazy.
Yeah, if you drive a Durango, a Ram, a Charger, a Challenger, even a Dart, if you got that 8-inch screen in your car, your shit can be stolen in about 30 seconds with somebody else's key fob. And that's it. And
Back in the day, back in the day, you used to have to, you needed the screwdriver, or you needed the Slim Jim and the screwdriver. Now they give it to you.
Yeah, it's crazy. This shit is crazy, man. But this this is the thing, and I think it'll change though when enough people get tired of their shit getting stolen that they start suing Stellantis, because that's the parent company now, right? Enough people start suing their ass, because we all know that the French just like to lay down. They just surrender. So enough people sue these motherfuckers in France, and they're going to be like, oh, shit, we need to change this shit. Because, I literally just got hit up by another reporter from I literally got hit up by this reporter at Motorious, I think is what it is. And they're like, we want to do an article on this. We know that you got an email, because I had posted the email that they were telling me to come to the dealer. They were going to do an update on my Ram, on the TRX, and on the Scat Pack, so that, they had that new anti-theft feature, right? Cool. Mm-hmm. We get there. Now, remember, they said that it was supposed to be like some 4-digit pin, or the car would have like 1 horsepower, right? Fake news. They do this new update on all the vehicles, and then they told me, and this is why I said it in the video, like, yeah, if you drive a certain amount of distance without the key fob or whatever, the car will just shut off. So I emailed the dealer, and they emailed me back that same information. I sent that over to Motorious, to Drive, and a couple other websites, and now you see more people talking about, what happened to the update, Dodge? What happened to the update? This update doesn't exist. What the fuck it was never actually a thing with this 4-digit code. They never ever did it. It was a lie. So if you're a owner of Mopar and you just invested $100,000 into an asset that you're going to use to take to the track, maybe build your YouTube channel, your shit can be stolen. If it's not locked in a garage, or like me, when I parked my shit, and when I was at home, like my wife kept her Venza and some Mazda shit in the garage. My Scat Pack had to be parked outside. I used to run big ass heavy cables through all 4 wheels with padlocks. I made my shit to be such a pain in the ass. You're not gonna steal my shit. I had the club on the steering wheel. No, man. No,
the official club.
Yeah,
hey, I haven't seen one of those in years, man. It's crazy.
Yo, it's old too, man. It's still got like stains on it. You hit somebody with that mother. Like I got that. I had that shit so long, man. If somebody was gonna try to steal my shit, they'd be like, nope, nah, man. I'm not gonna sit here and cut all these cables. That's gonna take me 30 minutes, and then having to try to figure out this other shit. Nah, man. Nope.
We don't need that. I remember back in the day, dudes used to put the club on backwards with the lock. You know what I mean? The lock facing the other way. Yep. That's the way to really do it, though. Lock that joint up. It's a wrap, man. It's gonna be hard for them to get to that.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I did that. And there's another dude, I saw him in the chat here earlier. Destroyer 1320, because there's different ways that they can steal your car now. One is the repeater box, and I did a full video on that. The other one is Dodge is retarded. You can literally just bust the window out, open the door. There's a little rubber seal right next to your shifter, right? Like a shit that you would put some change or some other stuff in, right?
Yep.
Peel that up, pull that neutral tab, and guess what? Your car didn't make no noise. Because if you're like me, my shit's loud. I know y'all's is loud too, right? They can steal your shit. You won't even hear nothing. You wake up the next morning and be like, yo, shit, where's my shit at? Because they don't lock it.
They don't roll that shit away.
Yeah. There's no steering column lock. So
I know. That steering wheel just turns. It turns, yeah.
They just pushing your shit down the street. They'll push it a block, 2 blocks.
Then start it up.
Shit up. And deuces, I didn't hear nothing. I didn't even hear it start. Nah, because they just pulled that neutral strap and called it a day. So he's got a thing.
Oh my God. He's
got a thing that they sell now that screws in over that point. And when they pull that piece of rubber back, it says nope. It says nope. You ain't pulling that shit and stealing my shit. But
that's crazy.
I saw when we were in Texas, Real Wide Body Nation posted the video of his red eye Charger, Like, and they showed how they did it. Like, they literally just pulled on the window until that window busted, right? They reached in, because what the thing is, you don't want to, if you open the door, the alarm goes off. You can literally bust all the windows out of a Mopar and the alarm won't do shit. Unless you have an aftermarket alarm, it won't make a noise. Ask me how I know. So, they busted out his window, got in, popped the trunk. You got like 10 seconds before the shit starts going crazy. But by that time, boop, battery cable's off. They reach back in, they pull the neutral joint, and they just push that red eye away. They never found it. It's gone. Gone.
That is insane, yo. Yeah, brand new car. Remember that?
Gone.
That happened a weekend. I think that happened the weekend of the YouTuber's call out, right? Correct?
He was there. Yeah, he was there. He went in there, went to sleep. He was there. And that's the other thing, too, that when you go to these events with your car, you got to be careful, man, because they will stalk your shit if they think like, oh, I want that. They will wait till you leave, and as you leave, they'll follow you to wherever your hotel's at, and then they got a crew, man, and they're like, yo, this shit is right here. As soon as you go in the hotel, you think shit is sweet. They see the lights go off. They know what room you in or whatever. Whoop, they gone. They take your shit.
That's crazy. Hey, so I've been trying to keep up on like the updates, with you won in Slime Pack 392. What's the plans for that car if you do win it? Like, what kind of build are you gonna do on that car? Or was it just gonna be a flip?
No. I'm putting the car back together, and I'm giving the car back to Jasmine. I'm giving it back to her. She can do whatever she wants with it. If you're not a car person, and like me, I'm really attached to my cars, right? So ones that I really put time and effort and shit into. And I was mad and like I was irrational about my Challenger when it got fucked up. I was saying reckless shit and doing reckless shit. I was mad. All right. So I can imagine how she felt when some drunk ass, dumb ass, hayseed ass cracker decided to fucking keep driving in the fucking turning lane and hit her ass head on. I'd have been mad. I'd have had the strap out. It'd have been over with. You just hit me head on, man. I felt threatened for my life. Fuck you. So, I mean, she was devastated about that car getting destroyed. And you can go back and look at her videos and subscribe.
Yeah, I remember that.
Go subscribe to her channel if you haven't already. And she was upset, man. And I mean, I would be too. I mean, I'm a man and shit. I don't cry or nothing. So, I just got to make sure I'm clear about that. Cause some people would be like, oh, nah. But
men are allowed to cry too, man.
Nah,
men are allowed to shed it. They're allowed to shed a tear.
That's that new man shit. I don't know nothing about that, man. Yeah. But I mean, the plans for the car is to win the car back. We already won a wide body Hellcat, which there are people already been in the comments. They super fucking mad about that because I'm going to tear this wide body Hellcat apart to rebuild her car.
I remember you were saying that, yeah.
The reason why I'm doing it, people are like, well, you're fucking stupid for tearing. The car can never be titled. It had a certificate of origin. Somebody stole that car from a dealership. They had peeled the VIN numbers and shit off the car. Yeah, there may be a state I could take it to somewhere and maybe they'll give me a VIN number for it, but it's never going to be worth nothing. I never can get full coverage insurance on it. It's like a fucking waste. So I'm going to scavenge that car. We're going to take parts of that block, the supercharger and things of that nature, the forged internals from that, put it into, we're going to take those 6.2 and that 6.4 and I'm going to make a beast out of that engine and drop that in the Slime Pack's car. We're going to make it a wide body. And then put all of the nicer seats and all that shit into Slime Pack's car, and then I'll probably run whatever's left of the Hellcat and her car. I'll put it together as like some piece of shit, and we'll run it through the auction as like parts or something. But as soon as we get the car, like I had already talked to Slime Pack, we're gonna bring it to the shop, my shop in Goldsboro, North Carolina, and she's never really worked on cars or done anything like that, but I'm gonna show her. Like, it's not going to be me rebuilding the car. She's going to be doing a lot of this stuff on the car and learning, like, how this shit works and how that works once she has time. Of course, she works like crazy, but that's what it's going to be about. It's going to be a a vessel to kind of like push her channel to a whole nother level, because an attractive black female working on a car is going to get a shit ton of views. So it is what it is.
Sounds good. Hey, but yo, so we obviously see you inside of a BMW E38. If y'all didn't know, man, what is it? You said it was a 740, right?
Yeah, it's a 740i M Sport.
740i M Sport. Ooh. All right, so obviously you're a BMW lover. Now, which is your ultimate BMW? And have you ever owned it, or or is it still to come in the future?
The BMW I had the most fun with was the E60 M5. I had the 6-speed manual, not that SMG bullshit, but the actual manual. And I love that car. I hated paying $12,000 every 70,000 miles to redo the rod bearings, because if you don't, you're gonna blow that motor up. And it's a known issue with that car. It's you got to pay to play, right? If I didn't have to pay that, and I did it twice, that would probably be my favorite BMW. But for me, it's the E39 M5. I mean, I've had it. I still have one now. It's the one car, like when I started getting money back in the early 2000s, it's the car that I bought. It was the last year of that design, 2003. Okay. It's a 03 M5 in silver. I think it's on my Instagram. And it's got about 420 something thousand miles on it. It's 6-speed manual, big V8, loud, offensive BMW.
You said it's got how many miles on it?
420 something thousand miles on it.
Jeez.
That shit got driven.
Wow.
Oh, I drove everywhere. I mean, that thing.
I was about to say, we know you're technically like an over the road truck driver. You know what I'm saying? In a car and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, TK be making them moves.
I drove it everywhere. I mean, it's been all over the world. I mean, I had it with me in Qatar when I was in Qatar. I had it with me in Egypt. I had it with me in Germany. It's been all over Europe. It's been all over the U.S. I'll never sell that car. So that's probably my favorite BMW ever. I thought the i8 was gonna like overtake that when I got that car, because it was like a Lambo. And fellas, I mean, y'all know this. I know. I think all y'all are married, right?
Yes.
Okay. So then your wives don't need to hear this. But all I can tell you is, when you would pull up somewhere and the door goes up, the panties come down, bro. And all I can tell you was, like, you roll up to some spot, bro, in the i8, and it was over with. It was instantly. I didn't even have to like pull no money out of my pocket, nothing.
Damn, TK, you just shot down all dreams of anybody here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we ain't getting no cars on the door going
exactly.
on.
And obviously, you know what I'm saying? We not out there looking for that. We just want to go buy a dope car. The wives will be like, mm-mm.
Oh, you gonna be like, hold on? You said what? The door go up? Nah, you're not getting that.
Nope. No car with the doors going up.
She gonna be like, I heard what TK said that one night.
Yep. Like, no, I just like this car. But like, I heard what he said. You're not getting that car. You know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. Nah, but you know what though? We kind of talked a little bit behind the scenes, and I man, BMW, like, they had a great, and they still got dope cars. Obviously, the M4 is dope and everything else. But and the M3 is always gonna be iconic no matter what. But they had a great run. Like the E38, which is sitting there right now, is literally one of my ultimate favorite BMWs. Just the way, the stance and the look and everything else. It was so ahead of its time. You know what I'm saying, for when it was out, well, I should say when it was new. The E39, 5 Series, M5, much less the 5 Series, but even the 540, all of them, man, super dope. You know what I'm saying, like, and then the E46, 3 Series, M3 or you know what I'm saying, or anyone, the 330i,
330, I mean, like, 335, yeah.
I mean,
but they all. Well, I don't think the E46 had just the 330.
Yeah, the 335 came,
it came
E90,
E90, right? Yeah, but anyway, BMW had a great run, and all those BMWs are iconic in their own right. You know what I'm saying? And I will say this too about BMW. So I myself, people don't know, I myself was a military man, and I lived overseas in Germany, and I think I said this once or twice before, but you know, when you go to those military bases, man, overseas, you know, a lot of these people just to get back and forth from work or whatever, they buy these, you know, they call them the lemon lots, right? Which they're not lemon, they just call them that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? On base. And you could go buy a car from somebody else like that's already there, right? And all you need is a little piece of paper. They just literally write a little piece of paper and say, okay, I bought this car from you. You take that to their DMV, you title it real quick, you know, or basically take ownership, and that's it. You got a car. You know what I'm saying? For the next however long you're there. But people literally pass these cars down over and over and over. And I'm talking about like 89, 90s, 91s, 92s.
Yep.
And they just continue. I was there in 2006 to 2009. And these cars just continue to run. Like, they do not break down. So, you know, BMW got a bad rap here in the United States. But those older BMWs especially, if you just somewhat take care of them, they run forever. Like, they literally run forever. You know what I'm saying?
And no BS, man. I mean, especially if it's the inline 6, 3.0, or the 2.5 or the 2.8, any of those inline 6 BMWs, it's a motor that they've been building for 75 years. So they've perfected that, right? Yeah. It's the V8s, you know, the newer V8s. Like, if it's an older one like this, like the M62 or the S62, those are good V8s. If you stay on top of the timing chain and whatnot. But the newer V8s, like the shit from today, hell no. Like, that's like, I got people are like, well, I want a reliable car. I'm like, get a 6-cylinder BMW. That bitch will run neck and neck with a Honda forever. Like, forever. Like, they just don't break. I mean, I've seen, when I was in Germany, there was one on post. It was at Ramstein at the Air Force Base. Dude had a 330 CI convertible. I think it was a 01, and this was back in 17. Car had like, would be the equivalent to like 470,000 miles because it's all in kilometers over there. Because I was like, holy shit, this almost has 1 million miles. And I was like, oh, it's, you know, kilometers and shit. I'm like, well, shit, that's still almost 500,000 miles. I'm like, that's insane, man.
And it just keeps running like nothing. It just runs. They just run, man.
The other thing is, Europe, a lot of the cars is diesel, right? So anytime I'm on like Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or any of them other spots, if I see somebody selling like a 3 Series diesel wagon or just a sedan or a 5 Series diesel, I snatch that shit up like this. Because them things, you know, you delete, the EPA can come suck a dick, but you know, you delete all of that eco-friendly bullshit off of the car and just have it as a regular diesel. That friggin' car will run for 600,000-700,000 miles and get 50 miles a gallon. So
that is insane. Hey, yo, man,
crazy power too.
Yo, obviously you're a damn car whore. I've talking to you, you know, this last hour. You're a damn whore when it comes to cars, man. You didn't have them all. Hey, now what car from your past you would say that you wish you could bring back to your possession?
Oh, probably because they're worth a shit ton of money now. I had a BMW Z8. Now, a lot of people don't know what that car is, but it was basically a derivative of the Z3 when they came out with it, right? The Z8 was a limited production 2-seater roadster with the big V8 in it. It had the I think it was the M62 in it, and it was a beautiful car. It wasn't cheap when it came out. I think it was around 100 racks, whatever it was, but them cars now are selling for 600,000, 700,000, you know, and that's the one BMW I've kicked myself in the ass over and over and over again, forever getting rid of. Because the person that bought it still has it, and you know, they bring it out like on the weekends or whatever. I think they may have put like 2,000 miles on it in the 10 plus years that they've owned it. They don't ever drive it. And I'm just like, sell it back to me. No.
I think I know what you're talking about. That Z8, man. I think we used to call it the James Bond Beamer because you know, obviously it was like a roadster. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that truck was expensive. They're expensive right now. Super expensive.
That's what made me want to get this. This was the last James Bond BMW. This one here, the 740 M Sport. I think it was in Tomorrow Never Dies, and he had it where he was like steering the car on his cell phone and shit, getting shot at in the back seat. You know, that executive shit. So that's why, you know, when I want to get on, you know, I'm going to Vegas. I will be getting on my James Bond shit. I'm about to say, where's my suit? I got my tuxedo right here. So, you know.
I'm just saying, man. Just look at that car. Is you got the last model. What year is that one? 2001.
Yeah, it's 2001. They went to all of the bangle ass, unreliable pieces of shit in the 7 Series. Anything after 2001 is garbage. So
after 2001, they went to the Shark platform and all that, or the Shark look, and people didn't really like them. But anyway, I'm just putting this out though. That's a 2001, and look at that car has a is that a what do you call it?
Panoramic. Yeah.
The sunroof. No, sunroof. Sunroof.
Oh yeah. So this it does have a sunroof. The sunroof card is in the back seat.
It's got a big roof though.
Yeah, that's a big glass, right?
Yeah, a big piece of glass. I had to replace the glass in here. It's the only expense really I've had to put into the car outside of tires. So I did that.
2001, man. BMW doing that. Come on.
I like this.
Did you see the automatic window shade though go down?
Yeah.
I like this 'cause, you know, when I drive and I cut somebody off without a signal, you know, if I'm really like fuck you, after I do that, I just do this, so that they can't really see in the car at all. You know, and they see it go up too. I really want to put a sign back there so that when it goes up, it goes and eat a dick. I want it to say like and eat a dick on the back. So yes, man. That
well, ATK, I'm not afraid to say, you know what I'm saying, that I hit you up in the DMs and I'll let you know that, you know what I'm saying, you're sitting in one of my favorite BMWs ever.
Yes,
and I also let you know that my birthday was coming up soon. So I'm just gonna throw that out there in a public space as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting you know that I'm not saying what you got. Hey, I'm just saying, I'm just putting the information out to the universe. That's all I got to say.
Hey, but you know, like, what's crazy is, like, you know, I think back to when I was a little bit younger that it was so accessible to get your hands on like a 3 Series, like an E30. Mm-hmm. And it's like, it didn't have to be an M. It could be any 3 Series.
Bro. I mean, if you had a BMW, you was winning.
Yeah, but like, now, like, the prices of those cars, it's just astronomical, crazy, man. It's like, and you know, back then I could have got them for like $2,000, $3,000 at the point tops, cheap.
Yep.
If I only knew better, bro, I would have been like, yo, let me hoard like 3 or 4 of these shit.
Yeah, no, we were just talking about it because even the series like that, the E38 7 Series, like 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago, you could pick one up for $3-4 easy. Mm-hmm. And if you wanted and if it was a pristine, like, yo, this thing had less than 100,000 miles, you know, no cuts in the leather, or, you know what I'm saying, the head, because I would say BMW is pretty notorious, especially the cars heavily used, where like a lot of the buttons kind of fade out or they kind of rub off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if everything is pristine, like none of that stuff, I mean, that was still maybe like $7-8 at the most. Now, those things are over $10K.
I just saw this exact car in worse shape, like you said, with the buttons all fucked up. All of these buttons in here, everything is good. There's no cracks, rips, nothing in the seat. Like, the car is immaculate. I just watched the car in way worse condition sell on Bring a Trailer for $13,500. Wow. So I might throw this on Bring a Trailer, but like we were talking about before we got started, I had somebody make me a ridiculous offer here in New Mexico for a Jaguar that I might just have to snatch it up. He been blowing my phone up since we got on. But the thing that makes this car valuable over another car, and I've never had a BMW with this. It has every single service record from mile 16 until right now. And the body of this car has 190,245 miles, right? The motor and a brand new engine from Germany was replaced on March of 2015 at 133,000 miles. So that means like this car has 57,000 miles on it.
About 60,000 tops. Yeah, 50 something.
Nothing. Transmission was just replaced at like 3,000 miles. 3,000 miles ago, and everything is done through like there's like receipts, not just like somebody wrote the shit in a book. Every
Right.
single, like, that's why when I saw this, and I had no idea who owned the restoration company. I just was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna buy it just because of what it was. I had no idea that Sean Penn was rebuilding cars or had a rebuild shop in fucking Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was like, shit. So, but when the mechanic, I saw a Cobra in their shop and it said built specifically for Sean Penn, like the plate on the dashboard. I was like, oh, this is Sean Penn's, whatever. And it didn't click in my head that the dude that's sitting over on the bar stool, it looked like he had drank way too much in his life. He was fucked. Now, I look fucked up. Sean Penn has, that motherfucker there had a rough life. That dude right there. Yo, Hollywood makeup is a motherfucker, man. They can make anybody look good, man. So it just clicked in my head like, oh. And he's like, yeah, that's him. He like owns this shop and he has like the farm and stuff out in the back. And I'm like, what is your liberal ass doing out here in fucking Tulsa, Oklahoma? Well, I got tired of getting taxed in California. Well, keep that. You wanted that shit. Keep that shit over there. We don't want that shit out here. Stay over there with that shit. But he was cool. And he sold me, I think he was asking $6 for the car. But when he saw I did YouTube, he was extremely intrigued. He's a big film person, obviously. He's also subscribed to the channel. So if you go through my subscribed list, you'll see his Penn production company or whatever it was subscribed. So I appreciate him. And he sold me this car for $3,000. So he gave it to me for half what he was asking for it. And for y'all that have been following me for a while, I lucked up on a Jaguar from a service manager in Oklahoma City that was like mint. I paid $2,000 for that car, and I sold it 3 days later at a bar, shit-faced, for $5,000. So basically made this car free.
That's exactly what it did. That's crazy.
Yeah. So
come up. Nice come up.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Anyways, I just had a brain fart. Oh, yeah. I recently I saw you. I see what you're doing, and I actually kind of like it, and I want you to elaborate on it. You did this recently. You're diversifying your content with car builds. Do you want to talk more about that? I know you mentioned OnlyFans. Is that like a way that you'll start doing more car builds?
Oh, don't get it twisted. I started. Well, I mean, I have another OnlyFans account. I don't want to get y'all demonetized or nothing, but I do have another OnlyFans. No, to be honest, people laugh and they were like, "Why do you have that name on the car?" And it was like a quiet thing that really was never said. But I do have another OnlyFans account, and that OnlyFans account that's not advertiser friendly, the adult OnlyFans account, pays all my bills. Like, no bullshit. I make about between $3,000 to $7,000 a month off of that OnlyFans account. I know y'all's wives might be like, let's make an OnlyFans account, but yo,
I highly doubt that.
There's
all I can tell you was,
this is what I'll say. There's different ways. I'm not saying I want to, but it's more than just that. Is what I'll say.
You ain't got to be smashing people's moms on video for OnlyFans. You can do other stuff on OnlyFans. It could be tutorials. There's fitness people. Everybody thinks people are just fucking on OnlyFans. That's not. I mean, that might be what I do on OnlyFans. That's not what everybody does on OnlyFans. All right. So the other OnlyFans I created was actually a thing. I saw Tyler from Hoobie's Garage with his half naked ass hanging out his E39 talking about, this is the only way I can do this. And he was like, I want to buy the whole series, the E46, the E38, the E39, E38, and I want to have them all in silver and get a picture. Because even BMW doesn't have a picture of all these cars side by side and have the whole fleet, right? He posted that video, and then he took down the OnlyFans account like 24 hours later because people in his comments was like, no, this is so horrible, I'm unsubscribing, blah 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 blah. Look, man, for me, now I understand that's his income, and maybe he has to listen to his subscribers, but I can tell you, I don't give a fuck. If I'm doing something and I want to do it, there's nobody in my comment section that's going to be like, if you do this, you're canceled. Well, bitch, cancel me then, because I'm going to do whatever the fuck I want when I want to do it. You're not ever going to, some subscribers never going to tell me what I'm going to do. So I created that OnlyFans account and I posted over on Tyler's page and was like, nah, fuck that. I'm going to make one, and I'm going to make the OnlyFans account, strictly car related. I'm not going to, it's not like I'm not smashing no moms on this page or nothing. This is car related. But I was like, I might take the E38 and make it the fastest E38 on the planet. That was the premise behind that, right? And it was going to be like a crowdfunded thing. As people are subscribed to it, they can get live streams and watch the build. They could chat about the car, get, different things and get exclusive content on that build, right? It's kind of like a BMW type of thing. But people in the comments was like, please don't fuck that car up. It's stock. It's amazing. It's super maintained. Just don't do that. So I decided that I'm still going to keep the OnlyFans. We're probably going to use that as as towards the whole series on flipping, because I'm going to sell this car and I'm just going to buy BMWs and I'm going to flip them until I can buy in a year's time a BMW M5 competition or an M8 competition from 2022. That's the goal, and it can be done. There's a guy on YouTube. He's a homeboy. He's from New Hampshire, Flying Wheels, and he started with a $400 piece of shit car. I don't know where he's at now. I think he's in the 30 grand ish range, and he's flipping a car every week. And at the end of the year, he'll have enough money cash to buy a Ferrari. And he started with a $400 car. So that's
what was his name? Flying what? Flying Wheels?
Flying Wheels. Yeah, he's out of New Hampshire.
I have to check him out. I'm going to check that out. Yeah, interesting.
That's a good series. And I was like, I think I even said in the video, I said, I'm dick riding today. I'm biting this whole idea, and I'm gonna flip BMWs until I can buy a BMW M5 or M8, and it won't cost me shit because this car was free. And then I'm gonna do a video on how I got my BMW M8 or M5, whatever the people vote for in the comments, for free. That's gonna piss off more people. So, yeah, man.
TK, I have a question for you. And I want to, before I ask you this question, I want to preface it, or is that how you say it?
Yeah.
Preference it. Anyway, I want to say something before I ask this question. Now, I want this question to be solely directed. I want it to say, okay, how can I say this? I want this question to come just from you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want any, from your perspective. I don't want any names to be said. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we don't want. We call free smoke. We don't want that.
We don't want real smoke.
Yeah. So I don't. If possible, I want it just to be like an adult, answer. And I don't want, what I'm saying. So preferably no names to be said, and
sure,
and nothing directly at anybody specifically,
right?
Because I've seen you do this, with a couple of times. So this question is not directed at anybody specifically. I just want to know where energy comes from you.
Sure.
So we've seen you go to war a couple times.
Yep.
Right. On social media, and honestly, you even went to bat for us a couple times.
Yep.
With certain people. Certain people, right? Not only us, but a few other channels as well. Shout out to them. But anyway, we've seen you go up against a lot of different people for a lot of different reasons,
yep,
and even speak up for other people, right?
Yep.
So where does that energy come from, and what makes you go after some of these people like so relentlessly?
I'll tell you what, it comes from the same thing on how I was raised and what I did for a living for a long time. You were in the military, so you know how that goes, right? I mean, yeah, it's one thing if you're getting orders to go do something, but if you also believed in the mission that they sent you to go do, whatever it was, you want to see the people that you were backing or the people that you're supposed to be rocking with win, right? And if anybody was to step on, your homeboys Air Force Ones or somebody that you was fucking with, you would be right there too to be like, nah, fuck that. So for me, you know, I say this a lot. There goes a bum ass hanging out the window of a Mustang. Look, this goes without saying, but I don't have a lot of friends, right? And not to be cliche or nothing, but I have a lot of family, right? And people will tell you that, like, when I go to war, like I really go to war, I put the money behind it, the assets, these hands, the strap, or the attorney. Like, choose one. That's where I come from. And if somebody came for, you know, any of my people, like in Houston that I fuck with, like, you know, T Rose's family, Mamba, any of my people, man, Migo, Geo, any of my peoples, right? Slime Pack, let somebody come for Jasmine. It's over with for them. You know what I'm saying? And the same thing, and you know, I don't have to get into the whole situation, but if you come from my family, if somebody is fucking with somebody that I rock with, that I consider like there's blood family and then there's other family, and the people that I consider that are actually in my family have either proved themselves, and it's not just like a money thing, right? It's just like they're loyal motherfuckers, right? And if you're loyal to me, I'm gonna go to the end of the earth and be a fucking savage for you, right? Even if that means somebody trying to kiki and laugh and cancel, and you know the situation I'm talking about, and then I end up having to take your fucking Instagram account because, you know, oops. So now I'm gonna take money out of your pocket. I'm not the person, like, when I tell people think like, haha, we're gonna laugh at TK because he ain't got his plate in his mouth, or we gonna laugh at, okay, get that kikis in, but keep that same energy when you see me in person. Because this hand is not flat for a reason. That hand is flat over many years of busting many motherfuckers in the mouth. I'm not the type of person that just talks online. I also back this shit up in person. And anybody that has met me in person will tell you that. I'm not that dude, right? So for me, it's really about if like I said, if somebody from my family calls me up and was like, yo, this dude did this, that, and the other, right? And they're talking shit. The same thing when I saw that little bitch ass motherfucker from DC coming for y'all, right? I ethered that bitch. He deleted all that shit off of his channel, pussy.
Quick fast.
He was so pussy. The minute them boys came to his house, he was like, I don't want no more smoke, man. I don't want no problems, man. I'm gonna leave them alone, man. Please don't mention me no more. I'm not gonna mention them. I don't want no problems. Go keep talking about organic or whoever else you want to talk about. Leave my peoples alone, man. I don't fuck around, man. And
I was wondering why he hasn't made a video about us in a little while.
So when you level where I'm at, like financially, right? So here's the thing. So the difference is you got to pay to play in everything that you do with, right? And I do like this little car shit is like fun, right? But I also do big business, right? When you do big business, you need to have allies. And sometimes you find people in smaller areas. I have multiple sheriffs that I pay money to their campaigns so that they get reelected every time. I have somebody that started as a city councilman and now he's a fucking U.S. congressman from California that I sent money to, and I still pay for his campaigns, and I'll come out there and shake hands, kiss babies, whatever I got to do. But it all comes back because when I have an issue, you know what I'm saying? If it's something I can't handle myself, or it's something that's like, I think above whatever that issue is, then I make that phone call and I say, hey, can you help me with this? And then they make a phone call to Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, whatever it is, and then delete it. Gone. So there's levels to that shit, right? You got to be careful. You have to know your adversary. And I warn people in advance. Look, honestly, a lot of people can say whatever they want, right? And this is true. People pop a lot of shit. And they talk about, I do this, or I do this, or I got this, or I got that. And they fake news, right? We all know that they just frauds. They really ain't got it like that. And then you got dudes that are really like that. Now, am I flaunting connections to congressmen and sheriffs? Nah, I'm not doing that. But don't get it twisted. When I have an issue, if I have an issue and it's above what I can deal with on my own by sending somebody some dicks in the mail or, you know, just harassing the shit out of a motherfucker, then no. Then I'm going to go to that next level. You know what I'm saying? And then it's over with. It's over with for that person, whoever it is. So I tell people to tread lightly. I've had people that have come for me sideways and then since other situations hit me up offline now and be like, yo, let's stop this because now like you've taken away a big revenue source for, you know, whoever, I'm not going to say no names, but you took away this big revenue source. What can we do to fix that situation? Publicly apologize. When you do that, I'll give it back. But until then, shots fired. Like I'm not giving back Nathan, nothing. If I take it, I'm keeping it. You know what I'm saying? I think, what was that movie with Vin Diesel in it? You keep what you kill. Yeah, man. Like if I took it, I'm keeping it. And that's just the way I get down. I'm a very, you guys know how I get down, man. If I'm in your corner, I'm a solid motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? If you know, somebody could call me up and be like, yo, I'm fucked up right now, TK. I need 3 racks so I can pay my bills. Done. If I fuck with somebody like that, that's where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? But I am the absolute worst motherfucker because, look, if you pop shit on the internet and I can't really get to you or fuck with your shit, never see me in person because I keep a bondsman and an attorney on standby and I will go to jail quick. So I don't, you know, that's the other reason. Like people were like, well, how come you ain't go to Gap Fest? I was asked not to go to Gap Fest because other people that know about that event know how I get down. I'm not a toy. I'm not somebody you play with. And what they didn't want to happen is somebody who's a fan for somebody else to come up and you're gonna get these hands immediately. Pop, and it's over. I ain't got nothing to talk about. So, like I said, I could be a really solid ally, and I will go to war, go to bat, use my connections, do whatever I can do for a motherfucker. And anybody that tell you that, I am the worst motherfucker you want to go to war with because I'm petty. Like I'm Petty Roosevelt, Richard Petty, Tom Petty, Petty Pendergrass. You know what I'm saying? Whitney Houston. I will always be petty. No, man. I'm not that motherfucker you want to fuck with. Nope. You know, and because I don't care. Like I can laugh at myself. People will be like, this motherfucker did not just, oh yeah. Nah, man. Yup. Nah. You know, if I'm on somebody else's live, I will pull my balls out on their stream. You know what I'm saying? Like that happens. Don't play with me, man. I can laugh at myself. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing. Like I can laugh at myself. There's nothing that embarrasses me. You know, obviously my ass is on the internet. So there's nothing that embarrasses me. Zero. Right. So somebody posting memes or kikiing or saying something about me, that's like, okay, that's funny. But I just took like 100 racks from you this week. How does that feel? Let me get that. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, man. That's why I said the biggest thing I can say is if you mess with somebody online, do your research and make sure you know your adversary because if you don't, it could be costly.
Well, on that note, we're gonna wrap this up, fellas, because we're gonna wrap this up. He just said he pulls his balls out online, and we don't want none of that.
We don't want to see those nuts.
Oh man.
Nah, but we feel you though. But you know, and you kind of alluded to that. Actually, I want to say this too because you know, I heard you say something else in there. You know, that you alluded to the fact that you know if you really rock with somebody, you know, if somebody's messed up, you know what I'm saying, they can hit you up and be like, yo, you know, this, that, and that's going on, and you're gonna do everything you can to help them out. So I'm gonna put this out. I'm gonna put this out to the universe one more time. You know what I'm saying? You are sitting in the best BMW that I love, and my birthday is coming up. I'm just putting that out one more time. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I'm just playing. Nah, but you know what though? But another thing that you kind of alluded to right now, in all seriousness, because you just mentioned it a little bit, right?
Yeah.
So you got big business, or you got big businesses, and we've heard you say multiple times that you are a pretty established and wealthy individual, right?
Yep.
So as much as you care to say and to talk about,
yeah.
You know what are some of those things that you get into? And I know you mentioned the you trade, you day trade and stuff like that, man. But aside from Copart and things like that, what are some of the things that you do outside of the social media world? You know what I'm saying, that helps you amount this this wealth?
I day trade. So a lot of people. I worked in intelligence. There's a reason I speak Russian, Arabic, and Chinese. It's not for my health. All right. So I used all of those tools that I learned over the years to apply it to other shit when I came home, right? So I use that now. I get, how do I say this without going to jail? Like you get information, things you hear about on the internet, and you might invest in that. And then that thing ends up popping, right? It ends up going big, and then you cash in. I've done it with cryptocurrency, stocks, IPOs is a big thing right now. I just made a lot of money on Robinhood, right? I've been pushing it. The link's been in my description for a long time, and they were going public. They sent me an offer to buy some of their stock, and I put about 250 racks into their stock. And after like day 1 or day 2 of their trading, I sold half of my stake that I bought, and I made about 36 grand in 2 days like that. So for me, it's really about like day trading, right? When I get up in the morning, some people go look at Instagram or Snapchat or TikTok, whatever. First thing I do when I get up in the morning, I'm looking at futures. I want to know where people thinking what's going to trend. I might even bet the other way. You know what I'm saying? Because people say it's not gambling. It's gambling. It's just like if, I'm taking whoever the Cowboys are playing. Shout out to Life Endurance. I know he plays for the Cowboys. I don't want no smoke, man. I'm just saying. But look, man, for me, it's doing that trading in the morning, buying some crypto, and the biggest thing that I've been involved in now is buying property. Right? A lot of people know I'm building a house in the middle of nowhere, Kansas. The reason why is electricity is real cheap out there. And if you didn't know, China just shut down all of the Bitcoin mining that was happening out there, which makes it much easier for people here to Bitcoin mine because the difficulty, it's basically free money. The difficulty for you to mine those Bitcoins just dropped a bunch because half the network just went offline in China. It's gone. So I bought a bunch of land in Kansas. I got an office and land now in Oklahoma City, and my office is at Tinker Air Force Base. And then that's why I'm also going out to Nevada is to buy some more land because electricity in Nevada, especially if you're out near where the hose is at, if you're out there near Pahrump, if you're out there where Lamar Odom about died several times, you could buy a nice little piece of property and fill that shit with Bitcoin miners, not hose and cocaine, and make the same money. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to deal with the drama from the hose. I ain't got to deal with the DEA for the dope. And I ain't got to have no washed up basketball stars dying on my property. I just got to have machines running on electricity, making me cash. So that's it, man. It's really that simple.
Hey, shout out to Lamar Odom, man. Big time shout out to Lamar Odom. You know
I swear to God, man, the Kardashians fuck everybody. Like, if I ever
NBA
had
everybody.
Yo, if Kim gave me the opportunity and she was like, you can get this pussy, I would be like, no.
I already know what's gonna happen.
No, I'm not. Look, Kanye is fucked up. Kanye is fucked up for life, man. Kanye is fucked up. Lamar is fucked up. Look at Tristan Thompson. Motherfucker can't even get a bucket no more. I mean, like, I feel bad. Anybody that stuck their dick in the Kardashian, it's like Samson getting his hair cut. It's like it's whatever you was, I want to see Lil Nas X fucking Kardashian. That's what I need. I need Lil Nas X. Nah, because you know what? Maybe it'll go the other way. Maybe you so fucked up that when you fuck a Kardashian, you'll get right. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I can think.
Gosh.
Maybe he's so fucked up that he'll fuck a Kardashian and he'll be like normal. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll come back out and he just be spitting bar and be like, oh shit, he done came out. What happened to them tight ass jeans and the cowboy hats? He's out there with an Averex on and some baggy jeans and some Timbs, and I'll be like, oh my God. Praise Jesus. What just happened? Yo.
Hey, shout out to Lil Nas X. Shout out to Lil Nas.
Shit.
Who's really hating like that now? Yo, Billy Ray Cyrus was like, yo, I'm gonna jump on this song. I'm gonna make all this money off this kid, with that Old Town Road shit. And they was like, yeah, he's gonna be doing country rap and all this shit. And then he came out and was like, I'm gonna slide down a pole and suck a dick. And then Billy Ray Cyrus was like, no, yeah, bro, yeah, you can hold that shit, rub that shit on your chest, bro. He went down
my God.
and sucked the devil's dick. I don't know how you can come back from that outside of maybe fucking the Kardashian, maybe that fixes them. I don't know. You know, maybe. I don't know.
All
I'm at
right,
a loss of words. I'm at a loss of
yeah,
words.
right. Where do we go from there? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like you can't even you can't even segue into the next shit. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
Shout out.
Hey,
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I knew this show was gonna be epic.
Yo, I did create something for you guys though. I made a coupon code for y'all. Free smoke. Anybody that buys anything on Dick's by Mail with the coupon code Free Smoke, I'm gonna PayPal that money over to you. Any of the profit we make, I'm gonna send y'all's way. So you got Free Smoke and Drunk Dicks. Now, so we got those are the 2 coupon codes. You know what I'm saying? Anything that they purchase through dicksbymail.com, if you got somebody you really don't like, maybe it's your neighbor, maybe it's that motherfucker with that pent sign across the street. I don't know what it is, man. All you got to do is go to dicksbymail.com, type in their address. My favorite is the exploding dick bombs. They're great. It'll take them like 3 weeks to get that shit out of the carpet. I'm telling you, it's a good time. You ain't got to put your name on it. You can even select like an Apple box, an Amazon box. They ain't gonna have no idea what's coming. They're gonna open that box. Oh shit! I got an iPad. Boom, and it's just like little glitter dicks go everywhere. You know it's the best thing ever, man. It's my best thing that we're doing right now, man. I love it, and yeah, man.
Thank you, I guess, TK.
Oh shit!
Thank you, I guess. I guess we say thank you for what I'm saying, making us a part of what I'm saying,
business. Yeah,
you're part of your business.
Choose your
Send
words
out
wisely.
Send out some dicks.
Choose your words wisely.
I'm gonna have to get with y'all, man. We had to get y'all an official sponsorship. So when you can have like somebody on the show and be like, yo, before we get started, today's show is being brought to you by Dicks by Mail. And then just watch a guest's face when they go, huh? What? Did he say?
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god.
Boy. Yeah, man. Oh, yeah, exactly, man. Ladies, that's right. She's like, how do you even promote that? Like, what do you? Oh man, and we've had fun today, man. Like I said, this has been fun. This has been fun, funny, especially this last 30 minutes or so, man.
Yes.
At some point, like TK's been, we asked him about cold parts and something like that, so he's been kind of chill, and then, some of the questions came out when TK's been poked a little bit. He's like, "Oh, okay."
He had to turn up.
This is what I like.
Well. The moment I seen the shades go up, I was like, "Oh shit, here we go."
When I saw real talk, when I saw him start doing the Birdman, that's what you see it, the Birdman hands. I was like, okay.
Yo, when I start doing this, it's over. It's like, oh no.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, so what are your plans and goals for the rest of the year, TK?
So I am going out to Las Vegas now. The site, Cindy, the site is a real thing. Yeah, go check it out. We got, shout out to my dude Lexicon Steel. He just did a new mold for us. We got a big ass dick on there right now. You can send it to somebody.
What?
Great. Oh, listen.
Yeah, he was dead ass. I was so sad. I knew that site. He promotes it all the time.
Yeah, I promote. Yeah, man. That's my thing. But I'm going out to Vegas right now. There's a couple of people that I fuck with in Vegas real heavy. You got Miss Toy 702. If you don't follow her on Instagram, she's a chick that got the really long tongue. Ooh, man, I'm telling you, content is coming for days. Advertiser-friendly content is coming for days. Let me just be clear. And then Miss K Mendez, I'm gonna link up with her while I'm out there. I got a link up with my dude Tech 702, Carlos, and a couple other people. And then we're going to the strip club. That's basically what it is.
You just got to sell. You just got to sell.
Hey, type in Free Smoke in the promotion code.
Yeah, please. Oh God.
Hey, TK, that's actually my sister, by the way. So salute to her, man, for supporting the channel and supporting TK. You know what I mean?
Yo, that don't even sound. I'm buying some gummy dicks. Like that don't even sound.
Yo, that's
Oh God.
Oh man.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, I'm going out to Vegas, and then I'm gonna be back in North Carolina around the beginning of September. I'm hoping to have Slime Pack's car around mid-September. I'm hoping that this insurance company gets the damn title from the DMV so we can get this going. It's easy to win the car. It's sponsored to be fully chemical guys, which they make a bunch of automotive shit. Yeah, they sponsored us for like 25 racks on that build. So I don't have to put any of my own money into buying the car. So we're going to buy it. And then we're going to get started. I'm going to get started on that with Slime Pack and get her rebuilding this car. And then I will be December. I'll be back in Vegas all of December. I'll be hanging out with people, probably doing content, co-part, all of that. January, we got CES, which is the Consumer Electronics Show. I'm actually there. And for people that don't know, BMW has been a sponsor, has been a fan for a long time. My i3 was given to me. I didn't pay for it. My lease on my i8, I never paid for. Both of those were given to me by BMW. I just paid the taxes on the lease. So they've been a sponsor for a long time. They sponsor me every year to go to CES. When I was doing the tech channel, I'll be doing more automotive shit out there this year. And then, the AVN Awards is directly after CES. So I will be out there. Me and the wife will be out there, and I'm going to try to fuck some porn stars. That's pretty much it.
How do you? I don't even know how that even goes in the same sentence.
Okay.
He rolled into that so smooth.
Yeah, he said, me and my wife will be out there, and I'm going to try to.
No. Anybody that follows me on my very adult Twitter, and if you know what the name is on my car, you can find that page. My wife is my cameraman. Like she's like my wingman. You know what I'm saying? Listen, look, the last thing I did, I swear to God, I thought this was Candy Burrs. It wasn't Candy Burrs, but I imagined this was Candy Burrs. That's all I can say. And that was the best video shoot I've done in a long time, man. Like that video shoot paid my bills this month. That's all I can say.
Player.
Sometimes, I get to say, fellas, y'all get to. I get to say, like I've been blessed. People tell you like, I'm blessed. I'm so happy. I'm blessed, man. I was blessed to be able to, be intelligent enough to learn shit and have the street smarts, but also have the intelligence to do what I do. And I've been able to be blessed physically to do the other stuff that I do to be able to pay my bills. And I never look down. Like, people get mad at chicks. Check this out. People get mad at females for like shaking their ass online or doing any of that other shit, right? And I get that, right? That's not a wife. I understand that. But I'm not gonna ever get mad at a chick. If she could bust it open on a video and she get 8 racks, man, sis, get your money, man. Because let me tell you, everywhere I can sling this shit and a chick can take it and I can put it on video and I'm getting paid, I'm slinging this shit till I can't sling it no more. That's all I can tell you. When they start putting me into grandfather porn, I'm quitting. I'm done with that. I ain't doing none of that grandfather shit. Ain't doing that. But like, yeah, man. Nah, man. I'm telling you. I don't.
But what if it pays out really good?
Well, I mean, I might have to reevaluate.
FaTKaT, don't do that. Don't do
that.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Yo, when they tell them how much they pay, they go like, oh, word?
Hey, listen.
Let me think about that shit real quick.
Hey, all I'm saying is you never know what the market is going to be at when that time comes.
Yep.
You never know.
This has been. Go ahead.
The only video I ever turned down was about. This was back around November. This was before the election, right? And they wanted me to put on an orange wig and put on a suit. And I had to put I'm already a little big as it is anyway, but they wanted me to put a little something extra in front of my stomach. And they wanted me to smash this chick with like Donald Trump accent. Like I had to sound like Trump. And I was like, that's really like motherfuckers is watching Trump smash. No, nah. So that is literally the only contract that I have turned down in like 3 years of videos. And that was through Bang Bros. I don't know what they had going on. And I don't know who they got to eventually do that video. But no, I'm good. I don't want to be associated with that at all. I can't do it.
That's almost
as bad as Lil Nas X sliding down a pole to hell and sucking the devil's dick. I can't co-sign that.
This has been the most freest smoke live ever.
Well, I should have. What we should have done was because we knew at some point, TK was going to come out. TK was going to be TK. We knew that. We knew that. You know what I'm saying? We know TK. So what we should have done was put that little disclaimer that the shows do before the show comes on. Be like, the words and expressions that are going to be viewed today are in no way, shape, or form. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
From Free Smoke. You know what I'm saying? But
hey,
at the end of the day,
it seems like they want the code, man. They want the coupon code.
Oh, so they can use Free Smoke all together.
Yo, hold on. Why is what? Oh, hold on. Where's this at? Why is this sister really like shopping right now? Why is she shopping right now?
Oh my god.
Oh god. And then here goes. Solid question.
They can also use
oh god.
drunk dicks, but the reason why there's no more white drunk dicks is another code you can put in. I haven't. I have to make another mold, so I will make some more as soon as I get a chance. Probably while I'm out here in Vegas. Maybe the next time I'm smashing some chick or something, I'll get them to make another mold, and we'll make some more white chocolate dicks. So, warning for the ladies.
Oh my gosh.
That is a personally molded thing that you get in the mail. I make that with love, so enjoy that. Send that to somebody you really don't like.
Bro, I'm dead.
Okay. Hey, TK. Hey, we greatly appreciate you for coming on the show today. Honestly, we do. It's been 2 hours now, so we don't want to take up too much more of your time because we know you got to get back on the road. You still got a few more hours to go. But the last thing I do want to ask you, though, in all seriousness, and this might be kind of hard for you because I think you already got a lot going on, and you might, from mindset-wise, you might already be in that space. But, everybody has another level that they want to get to, right? Or something else. So what does success look like to not TK's garage, but to TK? Like, what does success look like to you in 10 years? Like, you know what? I'm good. I made it. I'm at a good space. And I like where I'm at in life. What does that look like in 10 years from now?
Never. That's why I'm as hungry as I am, and I'm able to make what I make. A lot of people, like, I put it out there, like, there's people out there, athletes and other shit that's worth a lot more money, right? I'm worth a little bit over $7 million right now, and that's because I grind my ass off every day. I continue to do everything. Like 10 years from now, I'm still gonna be hustling. I'm still gonna be grinding. I'm never gonna quit until I can't anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like if I physically can't do shit or whatever anymore, or I start getting real sick or something, then I'll take some of that time and spend as much as that money at a strip club somewhere as possible, and I will have lots of fun. But people say you can't take it with you, and money doesn't buy happiness. And to that, I say bullshit, because a person that doesn't have to worry about their bills and is free to travel like I am and do whatever the fuck I want, whenever the fuck I want, that makes you a very happy individual. And by the way, if you're married and you have a wife and your wife can do whatever the fuck she wants and buy whatever the fuck she wants, guess what? Buns on demand. Like, it's all I can tell you is it's the lifestyle is a totally different thing between struggling and having it. You know what I'm saying? And for me, success, at least in my head, is never, ever, ever going to get there, because I'm going to continue to act like, I put it like this, I'm going to continue to be like Tom Brady. I'm always a bum. I'm always a 7th round draft pick. Nobody is betting on me. Everybody thinks I'm shit. And I'm always going to come out. Like I said, you could drop me in Antarctica with a fucking Speedo on, and I will show up on South Beach with a tan and a margarita in my hand come Saturday. I'm good. So, like, as long as you consistently grind, hustle, always believe in yourself, and this is the biggest thing I can tell you, fuck what anybody else says. If somebody says, man, I can't fuck with you if you do that, well bye. Because I'm gonna find 10 other motherfuckers that is gonna fuck with me, and it's gonna be solid motherfuckers if I do something that somebody else doesn't like. You see what I'm saying? I never I always keep the mindset of I have a direction. I know where I want to be at, but I'm never going to get there. I'm going to constantly move the goalposts. Because, if I was like, oh, I just want to get to $5 million. Well, what happens when you get to $5 million? Now you're like, well, fuck, I made it. Nah, man. I'm constantly moving that goalpost. You know what I'm saying? So, and I can tell you somebody else that has the same mindset. If you watch any of their interviews or people that they talk to, it's that other blunt smoking motherfucker, Elon Musk. That motherfucker right there, man. It's dedication for you to be the richest man on the planet and be living in a 300 square foot house and sleeping on a couch at your office, because you want to do whatever the next thing is. And that's how it is. People say to me, well, how can you be away from your wife so much and you going here and you going there? Yo, I'm grinding. I'm trying to do the next thing. I'm trying to get the next relationship or meet the next person that's going to be able to enrich not just my pockets, but my life. You never know. You see what I'm saying? Like, you never know who it is that you're going to see or that you're going to run into that could change your life. And that's just like huge facts. You could be going to some conference, but I went to that video conference and F that. I don't want to deal with that. And then you run into like Grant Cardone. And then he's like, yeah, let me set you up with this and let me get you with this business person. Fuck that bank. Let me run you over there. They'll write you $1 million note. Boom. Life changed. So it's not really about money, for real. I mean, money's nice. It's good to be able to pay all your bills, but it really is about relationships. The more relationships you're able to build, the richer that you physically actually are. And that's just it.
Yes, good time right there, man. I appreciate you, man. That's a great way to end the show, man. We appreciate you know what I'm saying, for coming on and you know what I'm saying, giving us your perspective on that. I think a lot of, I think some people here that are watching this right now and also on the replay, man, could definitely learn from that. So again, we greatly appreciate you, especially taking time out of your drive cross country, basically, stopping it. We weren't planning on it for it to be 2 hours, but we appreciate that you took the time out, you stopped and politicked with us, chopped it up with us for these last couple of hours, man. But I'm going to go ahead and pass it to Modern Day Muscle real quick first, if he has any last words to TK or for the viewers.
Yo, first of all, TK, thank you for being authentic. What I like is you're funny, but you're very business minded. So it's like, if you can look past the funny and all the bullshit, you really see like things that he's talking about. And I hope the viewers, saw all that. And, I'm pretty sure I don't have to tell you this, but I'll just say, keep being you. It's awesome. You know what I mean? Thanks for being on the show again. Thanks for, taking the time out. Everybody that's in the chat, I hope you guys learned something, from this. And thanks. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Anytime.
Hey, TK, man, I just want to tell you, man, thank you for the awesome time, man. We had a great time these last 2 hours, man. Just, being able to talk with you and, hear more about your life and, the things that you do. And, hey, man, you're inspiring me to go back on Copart, man, and, and kind of get back into that. Because, honestly, I've been slacking on it. And, so I kind of put it, like I said, I set it down about almost 4 years ago. And I really haven't purchased nothing, for myself at all to, like, try and make that money. So I'm thinking about getting back in there, man. So, I appreciate you, kind of telling me about that, more about it again, and get me, getting that my mind open back up to it, to get back in the game. So, but other than that, man, just thanks for coming on, bro. Safe travels, and we'll talk again soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, sir, man. Real talk. Now, TK, I'm going to go and throw it to you. Any last words, man, before we get out of here? For the people that are watching.
Look, man, live your life to the fullest. You never know when your last day is going to come, whether it's COVID, a stripper that's trying to get your money. You never know what it is. You never know when that last day is going to be. So, just live every day like it's your last. Grind as hard as you can and never be satisfied. That's the biggest thing I can tell you. And for the haters and the trolls and the people that don't like the stream today, go eat a fucking dick.
Oh shit!
And there you guys go, man. What a great way to end the show one more time. Hey, tell them one more time what the website is and what the
Where they can
code
get
is.
those dicks.
We got
Yeah.
dicksbymail.com. Coupon code free smoke all together, or you can also use the coupon code drunk dicks. Exactly how it sounds. Get 30% off and any of the purchases that you do using those codes. I'm gonna send that via PayPal to whoever's account I need to send it to here, and that will be going to Free Smoke.
Hey, well, we greatly appreciate that, man. Again, TK, in all seriousness, man, we greatly appreciate you stopping one more time. Like I said, say to you one more time, stopping the time out of your day because you're literally on the road right now, and go on the way to Vegas. So we greatly appreciate you stopping and taking time out of your drive to spend time here on Free Smoke. We greatly appreciate that. We don't take it for granted. You know what I'm saying? And anytime you want to come back on, man, just let us know. You're always welcome.
Well, you got to see if YouTube is going to cancel you. We'll see if you get you might get that email from YouTube and be like, yo, come on now, y'all.
Well, we know who to talk to if that happens. You know what I'm saying? We know who to talk to if that happens.
Let me know.
Yeah, man. But yeah.
Stand by.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. So, greatly appreciate you one more time. TK on the real. We greatly appreciate you. It's been a pleasure. We'll do this again sometime. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you want. I'm going to throw it out there one more time. My birthday is coming up. I'm just throwing that out there in the universe. You know what I'm saying? And, but other than that, though, it's been real conversation here today, man. We kind of had a little bit of everything. And, you know what I'm saying? It's been dope, man. So we greatly appreciate that one more time. All right. Other than that, that's all we got for everybody out there. Don't forget, 7:00 p.m. Eastern every single day. We drop a video, man. You know what I'm saying? Automotive news for the culture. Every single Sunday at 7:00 p.m. Eastern. We go live, you know what I'm saying, with a special guest. Next week, actually, if you don't know, next week we have Officer Jones in the building. You know what I'm saying? Officer Jones will be in the building. So I don't know if that was a good or bad laugh, but we're going to leave that alone. But we got Officer Jones in the building. Oh, okay. I was about to say, I don't even want to touch that. But we got Officer Jones in the building. If y'all don't know, man, that is Tall Guy Car Reviews. That is his brother. Life of Jimmy Berry. That is his brother. So he's on the show next week, man. So make sure y'all stay tuned. We greatly, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be a dope show as well. But again, we do this every single Sunday. So make sure y'all tune in every single day at 7:00 p.m. Eastern. We got a video that comes out just talking about automotive news and great people doing big things in the culture. And anyway, we got a lot of other information that comes out on those videos as well, man. So stay tuned to those videos on the weekdays. You guys will get a lot of other information, like I said. Check us out on IG, free_smoke_official. It's in the description below. All the TK's information is below as well. Social media, well, just IG and YouTube. We ain't get into the
you gotta go to his YouTube for the other joint. You gotta go to his YouTube for the other joint.
It's IG and YouTube on the description below. If you want anything other than that further, go onto his profile. And
we encourage you to go over there and go check it out.
Yeah. Go to his profiles and you can find everything else if you want to expand further on your, into your TK's world. Anyway, man, that's all we got, though. Appreciate you one more time for rocking out with us, man. Rocking out these 2 hours. It's been a pleasure, man. Salute to all the people in the chat as well, yo. But as we always say, yo, bless up to everyone out there. Big time shout out and salute to the Free Smoke Squad. Hope everyone has or enjoys the rest of their weekend, the rest of their Sunday, and everybody has a great week as well. That's all we got. TK, salute to you, bro. Safe travels, man.
Salute, bro.
All right, bro.
Salute, man.